I couldn't leave it, the mince pie one. I found some extra footage that I took, and I felt it was only right that I share the absolute abject disaster that they were with you. So please find immediately after this that little snippet for your amusement, followed by my mudding and taping and actually, sort of how to and my learning. And hopefully, if you need to do it, you can learn along with me. So something I wanted to show you. All those lovely mince pies I was making? And I did a trial batch and they stuck. So I went belt and braces and I put greaseproof paper and I put flour and greased the tins. Well, little buggers still didn't want to come out. Not in a way that was saleable. As you can see, there's an awful lot of random pastry bits. And yeah, these are not saleable. So, very tasty though. So, yeah. Guests are encouraged to have mince pie crumble at the moment, so this heated up with some custard or cream. But yeah, nothing goes to waste here if we can help it. But yeah, let's just say I paid for my mince pies to the cat charity for the mincemeat, because yeah, these were not good enough. I'm going to have to learn to bake again, because baking over here and baking in the UK, for some reason the products are slightly different. So yeah. Welcome back to Cottage Tranquility. In this episode I will take you through learning how to mud and tape on plasterboard ahead of plastering. So you'll see me cutting out the plasterboard and then actually mudding and taping. So hope this is useful to you, and let me have any feedback you've got in the comments. So just to give you an idea of what I'm doing, is I'm literally going across the edges and taking them out at like a 45-degree angle, I guess it is, just so that I will then go along and fill this and put tape over it, and then I'll smooth so that you don't see the joins, and well, that's at least the theory, so that when it's all done and dusted, you have a nice smooth flat wall, either for wallpapering or painting. At the moment I'm unclear as to what I'm going to do. Depends if I have the money to buy the wallpaper that I want. If not, I might just go with a nice pastel green or something like that in here, nice calming colour for the walls. But yeah, and then I've got these as well to hold, which it's a hole that I've got to fill, again with the cutouts from the other ones. I've been left those by the electricians, who are really good, so I've got to just fill those in and then sand those. So I'll be attempting that as well. So welcome back. It's been a little while since I've been able to get up here. I damaged my shoulder a little bit, so but that was completely unrelated to this. That was me falling over outside, which is just typical me behaviour. So today I'm going to attempt to do some mudding and taping, it's called, which basically involves filling the cracks between the plasterboards to make it level and taping over it. So I've got this filler, which is in French, and basically preparation is, brush down the walls, use a triangular blade tool to clear out the gullies, so that it's sufficient for it to get purchase. And then it's a 2 powder to 1 water mix. So I've got my powder, I've got a little trowel box, and I have a fraidy cat. I also have a mixer to make life slightly easier, hopefully. And I have my water, and I'm going to use this to, just a jar, plain jar, to measure that quantity out. So I'm going to pour the water into here first, and then I'll do 2 powder on top of that. Okay. Now this could be interesting because obviously this is now wet. But here we go. Powder everywhere. Fantastic. So one of those. Let's see how well this comes out. That's not too bad. Pour that straight in. Let's try doing this here, might make life a little bit easier for me, even though I know I'm going to make a mess. Honestly, I will be scooping that up to save as much of it as possible for later. There's no doubt I need that. Here we go, let's mix that in. And I'm going to start this on a lower setting, and let's give this a gentle go. Just going to leave that there so any of it can drip in. So here we are. I'm going to try it out first of all on these bits here. As you can see, I've given those a go at clearing out. I'm going to just cut those previously. So I'm just going to take this, pull this carpet back. I mean, the carpet's not staying anyway, but we don't really want to glue it. And as much as I'm accident prone, not completely these days without common sense, she says. So the tape I've got is banded joint 150mm. So effectively what I'll do is I'll put the mud across and then we'll tape it down. So I'm going to bring the mud across here because it really is sloppy mud at the moment. Let's try this. Let's see how we go. So I'm just currently using an old spatula. I'm not sure about this at all. So you're learning along with me, quite frankly. I'm going to see about this tool here because I want to try and push this into the joints. So I think it would be better for me to shove that in there. Use this to scrape off the excess, pop that into there. I'm sure any experts will watching this will be cringing, but we've all got to learn somewhere and we've all got to start somewhere, which is usually at the bottom. Very few of us have the privilege of starting at the top. So first things first, doing that, pushing that into there. Yes, these do look like two very different levels. That's because this is obviously off of a beveled side piece, and this obviously, this piece in the middle here must have come off of a middle piece. So eventually what we'll do is this will be built up so that it looks nice and smooth. I'm not too worried actually in here because it is an old cottage, and as such nothing is straight. So I'm just going to fill this. First time, just fill it. And hopefully as I go on I'll improve. But for now we're just about pushing this in. So the crevice there. So it's right in and creates a bond all the way through, strengthening, she says, hopefully. Looking at this going, I'm just going to keep on like this. Right, let's see if there's any more instructions on here that I probably should have read beforehand. What does it say? Okay. So it's for interior, stone, cement, plaster, plasterboard, partitioning and concrete. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we're using it for plasterboard. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through me doing all of this. I will do it. I'll fast forward or something for you. So I've been cutting in the edges of the plasterboard on the inside now, and I'm just doing up to this wall because this wall here is going to be tiled. And yes, that was blood. It has been a, well, blood and sweat production, no tears, but yeah, so just been cutting these in. I'm going to have to take the sink unit out. I've taken the drawers out so far, and then I'll come back and do the edges behind those, because I plan to just skim those and then paint with bathroom paint on the insides here once this has all been mud and taped. And but yeah, this back wall here next to the shower is going to get tiled, so there's no point in mudding and taping those. That's just going to be unnecessary work. So save some effort where we can, but at the same time it will give still a really good finish. So once I've finished the mudding and taping, then I'm going to, well, go back to finishing off these last little bits. So we had some trouble here with the plumbing, but it is now resolved, so that's good. So I just need to fill in the plasterboard, and then we're ready to go as far as getting that surface finished. But yeah, I think I'm not the only one that's bled on this job so far. I think there's blood from my father, brother-in-law and my friend Chris. I think so far Tiff and my sister have managed to escape it, but yeah, there's still time, Anyway, time to crack on. Thank you once again for joining me here at Cottage Tranquility. I really appreciate everybody who has subscribed to the channel and who is leaving a like or a comment, and for watching along and learning all about this beautiful area, and also about the evolution of the cottage as I get it ready as a B&B, or chambre d'hôte as it's known here in France.